Good afternoon, Chairman Smith, Ranking Member Neal, and members of the committee. My name is Austin Ramirez, and I'm the President and CEO of Husco, a privately held, family-owned business located in Waukesha, Wisconsin. At Husco, we produce critical hydraulic components for both passenger cars and off-highway vehicles. Husco is a uniquely American success story. My dad came to the States from Puerto Rico as a 6-year-old and grew up to earn a master's degree in aerospace engineering and an MBA from Harvard. He started working at the Husco division of a larger conglomerate in the 1980s before eventually leading a management buyout to establish Husco as a standalone business. At the time, my mom complained to the neighbors that he had mortgaged the house and burned through our college funds to make his vision for Husco a reality. I took on the mantle of CEO in 2011 after 26 years of his leadership. Since my dad founded Husco in 1985, our revenues have increased from 20 million to over 500 million. This success has allowed us to give back to the community. We provide family-supporting careers for hundreds of workers. We founded a K-12 school on the south side of Milwaukee that is now the top-rated school in the state. And we are the top corporate philanthropic donor in all of Wisconsin. In short, our story is the embodiment of the American dream, but it was made possible by American reality. The laws that all of you write in this very room have a direct, concrete impact on our ability to succeed. This is especially true when it comes to the tax code. Pro-growth tax policy allows Husco to create jobs, invest in R&D, and compete globally. In 2017, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act reduced taxes for job creators throughout the economy. At Husco, the new pass-through deduction and the reduced individual tax rates allowed us to invest nearly $50 million in the most significant renovation of our headquarters in 70 years. Tax reform was unquestionably a success, dramatically increasing the capital that manufacturers had available to invest in growth and job creation. But passing the 2017 tax reform was only the first part of the story. Now, critical tax reform provisions have begun to expire. Husco now has to amortize our R&D expenses, making it far more costly for us to design customized, proprietary products for our customers. Debt financing is now more expensive for companies, like many manufacturers, that have significant depreciable assets. And we can no longer immediately expense the full cost of our capital equipment purchases, forcing Husco to make smaller investments spread out over many years. Fortunately, the Ways and Means Committee is leading the effort to reverse these damaging changes. I want to thank each of you for passing the Tax Relief for American Families and Workers Act, and I hope the Senate will soon follow your lead. But your work is not yet done. We are rapidly approaching the final act of tax reform's story. In just 20 months, small manufacturers in America will experience a series of damaging tax increases. At the end of 2025, individual tax rates will increase and individual tax brackets will decrease. These changes means that pass-through businesses like Husco will have more of our income subject to a higher rate of tax. At the same time, the pass-through deduction will expire completely, doubling down on the tax hikes that we face. We'll also see an increase in the estate tax, making it more difficult for family-owned manufacturers to pass their business on to the next generation. And R&D expensing, interest deductibility, and accelerated depreciation will be back on the chopping block. 2025 will be nothing short of a tax reckoning as Congress decides how to end the tax reform story. And the stakes are high. Allowing tax reform to sunset will undermine much of the progress we've made since 2017. At Husco, tax hikes will slow our growth and prevent us from investing in job-creating projects that support our community and our economy. Tax reform was a historic step towards a competitive tax code for manufacturers in America, but it was only the first step. Congress must act now to restore expired provisions and be prepared to act in 2025 to forestall even more damaging tax increases. Only by preserving the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act can Congress ensure that uniquely American stories like Husco remain possible, and that companies like ours can prosper here at home and compete on the world stage. Thank you for having me today, and I look forward to your questions.